Hello everybody, I hope you are all doing well out there in the world of YouTube. My name is Shan McGill for those that don't know me, and I am a psychic medium and master tarot reader. I'm based in Belfast, which is in Ireland, and I provide one-to-one readings, teaching, demonstrating, you name it, I love to do it pretty much. And I would be very active on Facebook, where if you want to follow me on Facebook or join any of my little groups, I'll give all that information in the description down below. And recently I've been asked by people would I be able to do like weekly uploads of sort of like a forecast for the week ahead. So I am now going to start this wee series because I've really neglected YouTube over the past wee while. So this is a new series that I'm bringing to you. It's called Psychic Insights with Psychic in the City. I know I'm going to get so cheesy, aren't I? But sure, you either love me or you don't, and that's just the way that it goes. So what I'm going to be doing is giving a general sort of overview using the tarot, Brian's deck, and also information that my spirit team has given me for the week starting Sunday the 17th of May running through to Saturday the 23rd of May. Now I do want to make it perfectly clear that this isn't like, you know, based on per horoscope or per individual. So I'm going to be talking about multiple different things, looking down multiple different avenues, so to speak, for the week ahead. So what I really need for you to do out there is to take what resonates with you and just let the rest go. Because obviously if I'm talking about relationships and you're single, well then that doesn't have anything to do with you. Or if I'm talking about meeting someone but you're in a relationship, well hopefully that's going to not resonate with you but vibe with somebody else that is watching. So that's pretty much how it's going to be going. So for those that don't know the Faulkner Tarot, I am currently the only Faulkner Tarot trainer in Ireland that teaches the 12-week Faulkner Tarot course. I absolutely love the tarot. I've been reading the tarot from I was 13, not very well back then, and I'm now 15 now. I hope I can get away with that. I'm 32 now, so that's almost 20 years I've been working with the tarot, studying the tarot, learning more about the tarot, because it's always an ongoing journey. But I'm sure I've done videos about that either on Facebook or on YouTube, so you can go ahead and go and watch those there. So I'll be working with those. I'll be picking a couple of cards to give me a general theme of the week, and then we're going to break it down start of the week, middle of the week, and end of the week. And then we'll also pick some from little Brian's deck. For those that don't know about Brian's deck, this is them here. They're straight to the point cards. I love them for whenever I have a specific question. I just go to them, one card usually pops out, and that's the wee message there. And also any information that my guides give. So we'll go ahead and we will shuffle a couple of cards with the Faulkner Tarot, and let's see what we get. So I'm just waiting on being told to stop, and once it's stopped then we'll put them out and we'll take it from there. So I hope everybody is doing very well and looking after themselves, because that is the most important thing that we all should be doing right now, is making sure that we rest and we look after ourselves. So the first wee card that has came out is the Devil card. Now, the Devil card, it's, in my opinion, it's not always a bad card. So this is going to be like our theme for the week. So the Devil card is actually talking about self-sabotaging behaviour to me. So I know that pretty much following on what I was talking about, just as I was putting the cards out there, that we need to be very aware of self-sabotaging behaviour, things that we're actually doing to limit ourselves from moving on forward. Now, I'm not going to ignore that there is an issue that is going on out there, but I kind of am at the same time, because even though that there may be sort of difficulties that are going on with people in the terms of maybe not getting out to work, not being able to see family, friends, or maybe you're feeling totally on your own, the self-sabotaging behaviour would be that negative mindset. So this week card is all about catching that negative mindset, that self-sabotaging behaviour in whatever way that it comes across with yourself. Anything that you're doing that you know that you shouldn't be doing, this is the theme of the week. Let's nip it in the bud and stop it from moving on forward before we even allow it to take root in our life anymore. So our card for the start of the week is the Temperance card. So our lovely little Temperance card, this usually talks about a relationship that requires immediate attention, and I'm very drawn to the two older girls in the card here. So that we talk about sort of family relationships and romantic relationships that require immediate attention. We need to look at these and we need to rectify any wrongdoings that are being done there. This is very much going to be a week for communication, for open communication, for learning about who we are as people and sort of fixing those relationship difficulties. Now, if I take the love life out of it for just a wee minute here, the Temperance card also means patience, and it's not a great card. Nobody loves to be told, "Oi, slow down a wee bit there, we're running a wee bit too fast there." But this is a card of patience, you know. Stop trying to run before you can walk. And you know, this is something that's just clicked with me recently as well, that I'm normally, you know, sprinting before I can even crawl. So I know that with this week card, we really need to take the start of the week coming, sort of Sunday the 17th of May, Monday the 18th, use that as a little bit of time to rest, to reflect, to have some patience and maybe stop pushing so hard. Because whenever we give up our resistance, then things start to come into our life much easier and much better. So our midweek is backing that up as well. We have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man also means patience, but the Hanged Man also means sacrifice, but not in a bad way. It just usually means that we have to give up something in order for something new to come in. So if we're running this through with our Temperance card and say we're talking about our relationships, well, we have to give up those difficulties, because don't forget, the devil is our theme of the week. That self-destructive behavior. Maybe it's manipulation, not feeling like you're being treated very well. Well, this is saying that we need to have these conversations at the start, running into the middle of the week. And whenever we run into the middle of the week and we've had these conversations, airing out our closet, so to speak, or yeah, I think that's the phrase I'm looking for, then we'll be in a much better place. Now, sacrifice with the Hanged Man, I really like, because it means we're shedding all those old belief systems, those old patterns, all those things that no longer serve us, the self-destructive behavior like I was talking about at the start, and then we can sort of rebuild ourselves into something, you know, bigger, better, stronger and faster. Now, the end of the week here, we have the Strength card, which means don't worry with whatever is being thrown at you. You will absolutely 100% come through this and come through this on top. Look, we have a proud mother lioness in this card, ready to pounce if she needs to. So I know that for those people out there that are watching this, that this is resonating with, for we need to stop that self-destructive behavior, whether it be, you know, doing things in excess is kind of a feeling that I'm getting for some people as well. You know, once this is it, we can stop it here and we can move on from it. Now, I also do know that there is a few family type of relationships that do need to be worked on, and they will be worked on over the next week. But always remember to stand your ground, and don't forget, if you need to do an "I'm sorry," then just say "I'm sorry." You know, put on your big boy pants, so to speak, and just sort of say you're sorry and move on from it. We're not at the point where we should be holding any anger or resentment, because that's just not good for us. So our sort of week is all talking about the self, very much so, and fixing our mindset and making sure that we are feeling much better. Now, I will shuffle a few wee Brian's, or shuffle Brian's deck here, and see if Brian will give us a lovely message for next week, and what he will bring forward through the cards here. So let's see. Okay. Pointless, mate. Be honest, this isn't working, is it? Okay, so that's tying in nicely with the week, very much so. Onwards and upwards is the next week card. So this is very much saying that, okay, we've tried, we've pushed, we've pulled, we've flipped it inside out and upside down and all that, and it's still not working for us. So we need to stop what isn't working for us, and we need to, you know, just keep going. There's no point sulking. We're all amazing people. Yous are all amazing people. We're all infinite beings. So we may as well, you know, understand that some sacrifices have to be made in order to move on forward. I do also feel like, as I'm talking about that as well, that there's a good few people out there. This is business related as well. So I know that there's the relationship side and there's also the business side that is coming in there. I feel like I want to take a another wee Brian's card. There we go. Follow your gut feeling. You know the answer to this already. Start listening to your body. If your gut says yes, then great. But if you're feeling shifty, then don't do it. Simple as that. So that's our another little Brian's card. Just for the week, just what is going on. Trust your gut instinct, make those decisions quickly, and know that you will come out on top, very, very much so. Now, before I got on to do this video, I spent a few moments blending with my guide and just asking him what do I need to pass on here? And the first thing that he said was about the diet that people are eating. People are putting the wrong things into their body. Obviously this isn't everybody, but hopefully it will vibe with a good majority of people. The people aren't eating correctly, and we need to address what is going on. Now, I'm not a nutritionist by any means, but I do know that Spirit is very much encouraging at this time to help our mindset, to help our general well-being, to start eating more fresh produce, fruit, veg, all that type of stuff, so that we're eating for fuel, that we're eating so that we are feeling better and we're able to be more productive. Because a lot of foods that we eat will make us feel stodgy and we're just like, not really liking it. So I know that if we eat, fresh fruit, fresh veg, it'll help the mindset, it'll help the body, and it'll help us feel more sort of alert. So I know that is what Spirit wanted to share as well. And he's also saying that it is time to rest, use this time to rest and reflect. So this video is all about the self. It's all about us as individuals and learning what works for us, what doesn't work for us. So we all have a pretty busy week, I'm going to imagine then, and learning to let go of things that don't serve us and just accepting where we're at in life as well is what he's also saying to me, because acceptance is a great part of it as well, that will really project you moving on forward. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, I do a lot of Facebook Lives. I will, it's my name, it's Sean McGill. Go and search me on Facebook. I have little Facebook groups, and that's mostly where I'll post all my information about my up and coming courses and availability for one-to-one readings, but there will be a lot of information in the description down below. So have a lovely week, guys, and I will see you next week for the second installment of Psychic Insights. Bye bye.